Hi, everybody. Greg Keel from MacPhail Center for Music. We're going to be talking about the Minnesota All-State Jazz Audition for baritone saxophone. And listening to the performance of this earlier, if you were able to hear that, you'll notice that on the swing eighth notes, I am adding what's known as standard jazz articulation. So this, written for eighth notes, becomes tongued, then tongue again, and slur to the next eighth note. So it's ta, 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 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2. So that scale would become and you'll hear me use that all the way along throughout this until we get to letter C, the Latin straight eighth note feel. And again, those are just like straight, almost like reading concert band music, except you're exaggerating the articulations because most Latin music at this tempo, 120 equals quarter note, has a little bit of a punched articulation to it. So perhaps just a little bit shorter than you would normally articulate those. It's real crisp when you're playing music of this style at that tempo. You'll also notice on triplets, if they were eighth note triplets, I'm slurring those. But the quarter note triplets later in C are articulated. They're separated just a little bit. Also, you're noticing if you were a low A baritone player that I recorded these in the upper octave option because not every baritone is going to have that in all schools. So we wanted to make sure you heard the notes. If you are able to play the low A's in here, and you're going to be using, of course, the left-hand little finger, a great Eugene Rousseau teaching technique is to just take that crease of your nose right here, take your little left-hand finger that you're going to be playing the left-hand spatula keys with, and rub that. It'll help you slide along the rollers on your instrument to make sure all those lower notes come out. When I do the little falls occasionally in here, I'm just fingering as close to chromatic as I can possibly do, and then just tapering off the air. Just real quick, not too long, because we don't want to get in the way of the rests that are there. But last thing I'd mention is make sure you ham up, as we say, those dynamics that you've got. With forte piano crescendo. So you'll see that in the last swing section of D. And try to exaggerate the other, we start out at mezzo forte and then bring it up to forte as we start the etude. So make sure you play the dynamics because that has that great musical character that we want. But otherwise, when you're playing this on baritone saxophone, make sure you use plenty of air. A great baritone sound is a muscular sound. So plenty of opportunities here to show that off with your playing. All best wishes, good luck, play well.